It's really, really fun. What's up, guys? It's Torius here, and I'm about to tell you about my experience on LSD, aka acid. So, acid was my most favorite thing I've ever done in my entire life. I've had a really positive experience with it. I've done it twice, and the second time was super crazy. But my first time, I made a vlog about it. I never really dropped it. I don't know. By the time I'm dropping this, maybe I might drop it. I don't know. I just haven't. Like, it's because I recorded a lot. And it's like, because I made two versions of it. I made a version to keep for myself, which had like all the raw stuff, and it's like, because it's a 12-hour trip. My trip was actually 18 hours, probably longer, because I was just like, it felt like 3 days, because like it just changed my mindset. I was just like, wow, like I was just like, that's crazy. Everything is so crazy, and I was just like so full of happiness and joy, and everything was just like so wonderful. Like life was so beautiful at that point. But like when I was actually on it, I was so scared. Like my boy had given it to me, and I was just like, he's like, take it, and I was just like so scared. Like I felt like it's energy. I felt like it was like calling to me. I felt it was like, I felt like it was just calling my name to take it. I was just like, ugh, I'm scared. I was so scared to take it. It was my first time, so I was like, should I take it? I don't know. So I ended up taking it, and I was on FaceTime with my boy, and I was so scared. I was so nervous. It was like, it's like when you go up to a girl and you're just like, you go like you break that like approach anxiety, and you just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna talk to her, and you just like move, and you're just like, the adrenaline is just rushing, and you're just like, oh my god. Like I took it, and it was on my tongue, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, what? It was so crazy. But then like I felt like real confident just because I did that. Like it wasn't even the acid that did it. It was just like my confidence was like soared. I was just like, what? I can do anything. I did it. So then I waited and waited. That was such a crazy experience, bro. Even just like remembering it, it was just like so amazing. Like I did it because Steve Jobs said, oh, I could tell you never did acid and everyone should do it once in their life. I can see why, because it makes you so much smarter. Like my drawing skills got way like I felt like with acid it just unlocked my imagination. Like I've all my life I never had imagination. I would be like, oh, I can't make anything. I can't make anything new. I can't like create anything. But acid just like it was like a bubble in my imagination. And I just like went pop, and I just popped that bubble, and I was just like, whoa! Like my imagination just like went crazy. Like I do this on acid. It's nothing really, but I drew it. It was just the most wildest experience ever. Like I grew up watching like all these, like I was in Dare. I actually got good grades in Dare. Like there were quizzes, and I was like, I know all the drugs, because like when I was a kid, I had all these pamphlets on like the wrong, on like why drugs are bad and all this stuff. And I was like the most like against drugs. Like I didn't even start smoking until I was like 16, and I didn't even care for it like until I was like 24. That's when I really started smoking. Like I like my whole life I didn't care about smoking at all. I didn't care about any drugs. I drank sometimes, and I thought I would never like, I mean, I was always interested in acid and like psychedelics and stuff. Like I would always do research on them because I'm into animation, and all the craziest animations were always like trippy animations. So and all the craziest animations were all like the trippy ones. So I'd just be like, oh wow, you know what? I'm gonna like I want to expand my creativity because I see all these creative people are all doing crazy shit like on acid, and like I looked up to Metro Zoo. Metro Zoo was like my favorite artist. Like they would just make the craziest art. I'm like, whoa, that's so like, wow, I want to make stuff like that. Like, how do they think of these things? And because I couldn't think of anything. I was like, it's like my mind was caged, and it's like I couldn't think of anything. And then I did it, and then like it just like it was the key to my imagination. I was just like making so much stuff like this. Like even talking like honestly, there's like some people like when I talk to them, all I ever like the conversation always just turns to, oh, and then an acid, and then I just start talking about acid for like the next like 40 minutes. Because it's just so much fun. Like I heard, like I can't imagine a bad experience on it. Because if it could be that much, because they tell you that acid is like either the most beautiful thing in the world, or can like catapult you to hell. And I've seen like I've read some crazy stories like, and honestly, if it was that good, I can't imagine it being that bad. Like, it could probably be because I've had some bad trips on weed, so it's like thinking a bad trip on acid. Like I made this on acid. This is my most favorite drawing ever because it's like you can see my social constructs were like disintegrating.